Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is 𝗩𝗂𝗧𝗦𝗂𝗧𝗦. I'm the founder of Outsourcing Angel, and today I have a special guest, 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦 from 𝗏𝗏𝗧, who's also our wonderful client. Welcome.
Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, so we just had a beautiful lunch together, and I'm like, I really need to pick your brain around Instagram marketing because her business, she helps clients with social media. And in today's topic, I want to talk about how you can actually get your Instagram marketing done and even done with a VA. So let's talk about what's the purpose of Instagram versus other channels?
So Instagram is a very visual platform compared to some other channels. So it's really important to have high quality videos and photos on there. It's not really a platform where you kind of share links like you would for Facebook. So compared with Facebook and LinkedIn, so LinkedIn's probably more of a professional B2B audience, whereas Instagram definitely more visual.
Yeah. So in terms of Instagram, what is the important aspects of Instagram that we need to care about?
So definitely your content is really important. I mean, you don't need to hire a professional videographer or a professional photographer, but you do need to have images that look good, because people are always scrolling through their feed and they like to follow pages that have nice looking images. So definitely one of the key things is making sure you have images, lots of images and lots of video if you want to do that as well.
And I think also clearly who you are. It's like that little profile. I know it's very limited in the words, but we try to make sure that we kind of like, okay, straight away, if people just glance, what do you do? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have any tips around that mini little profile?
Yeah. You've only got a few characters to really talk about what you do. So it's important to include what you do. If you're kind of like got your own podcast or anything like that, or key achievements, you can include that in there, as well as it's really important to include branded hashtags so people know what they can use if they kind of want to tag you in things.
Yeah, and then story highlights. To me, it's almost like your menu bar. It's like Instagram is your little web page and story highlights is your menu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really nice if you've got some little icons that you can use that are in your branded kind of colors and fonts. It's nice to have little covers on your story highlights as well.
Cool. And so with Jade, the reason why she's here as well is that she helps people with strategies, because when a client comes to us and say, I need a VA to help with my Instagram, we would always ask them, do you have a strategy first? Because if without strategy, you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what to give to your VA, because a VA is really there to take away that, repetitive work. Mm-hmm. So yeah, tell us more about the strategy that you would take through a client through so they could get the best results.
Yeah, so we always recommend starting with a strategy because it's like your roadmap. And if you're driving a car and you don't know where you're going, then you're not going to end up where you want to go. So it's really important to start with a strategy. And the things that we kind of look at in the strategy process is like who your target audience is, because if you're targeting B2B people, then potentially LinkedIn might be better than Instagram. So it's important to think about who you're trying to reach before you decide which platform. And then also we look at things like what kind of content you should be creating for your audience, and then how you can kind of leverage that platform effectively to be able to distribute your content. And then how you can kind of be engaging with people on the platform and what are the different kind of formats that you need to be using for each platform as well.
Yeah, so through the strategy, they'll know when to post, what to post, and I guess a strategy on how to engage. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
So then with a VA, how would they help someone with Instagram marketing?
So VA can really help you with all your execution. So they can help you with creating your content. So they can be preparing graphics, whether it be using Canva, they can be editing videos for you, preparing your content calendar. It's really important to try and have a content calendar to help you stay consistent. So they can be creating captions, which you can then just approve. They can also be scheduling your content, and they can be creating reports and engaging with your followers as well, because social media is social. So it's really important that you have got someone responding to people. If they've taken the time to comment on your post, you want to make sure that you get back to them.
And how about hashtags?
Also, hashtags super important on Instagram, particularly for smaller accounts. You might see some celebrity accounts, they don't really need to use hashtags.
Oh yeah, that's true.
people already know them, but definitely for businesses, it's really important to use hashtags so your content can be seen. So your VA can do a lot of hashtag research for you. So I always try and batch my hashtag research. So I might put together a spreadsheet with different kind of categories, and then they can create a list of hashtags for each category. And then when it comes to creating a post, you save a lot of time because you can kind of just pick and choose hashtags from your spreadsheet. and then maybe just top it up with some ones that are really relevant to that content.
Yeah. What would be the key measurements or KPIs we would look for in Instagram?
Instagram, a lot of people are still kind of looking at vanity metrics like your followers and things and likes and things like that, but they don't always equate to a sale. So it's really important, obviously, if you're using social media for business, that you kind of want to get something out of it. So it's really important to just try and like take the leads off social media, because that's where the conversion will take place. So it might be trying to get people into a program. It could be a lead magnet, getting them to your website, things like that. So you want to kind of be tracking how that works.
And that's why you need a strategy, because if you don't have a strategy, you don't know what you're trying to get at, then you're just wasting your time, right? And one thing that I did wrong when I started Instagram is just creating content for the sake of creating. Whereas I really think that nowadays we should put more value and more, people walk away going, wow, you've actually got so much expertise and knowledge that I will like you. Because ultimately we want them to buy into our service, right? So what do you think about that whole?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you should always be trying to lead with value. So that's why it's really important to understand who you're targeting and what they're going to be interested in, so you can create content. Because otherwise you're just kind of posting like your personal page.
Yeah. What kind of softwares do you recommend as part of the Instagram marketing?
So definitely I'd recommend a scheduler. I use Later. It has a really great kind of preview feature where you can preview your grid. So it's important, I think, on Instagram to have a grid which looks nice, like a nice aesthetic in your brand colors. So if you've got a little preview, you can kind of move posts around to see what looks good before you actually post it. There's also really good tools for creating content. So it could be creating nice graphics like Canva, for example, or on Instagram for your Instagram stories, you can only have videos like they're about 15 seconds long. So there's tools where you can cut longer videos. Yeah, it saves a lot of time. And you can even use schedulers for stories and things like that as well. There's loads of tools to help you create content easier for Instagram.
And here's the thing with Instagram, it seems easy to do, but it's just time consuming.
Yes.
And I think without a team, without VAs, you kind of get caught up in it, and then you'll get so bored or tired that you don't even have time to grow your business. And the ultimate thing is you're supposed to work on your business and grow your business. But if you're caught up in doing your Instagram just because you know how to, I think that's the mistake, right?
Yeah, like you want to be focusing your time on creating the content, particularly if you're the face of the brand. If you're a personal brand, then you want to be the one kind of doing these videos and things like that, and then get your team to manage the distribution, execution of the rest of it. Another really important thing to do on Instagram, particularly if you want to grow your page, is to do some outreach and be proactively targeting people that you want to be following you and engaging with their content. So it's a kind of a two-way street. Like, don't expect just people to come flocking to you. You need to also be engaging with them.
So just to summarize, what would be a role of a business owner and versus the role of a VA?
So I think the role of the business owner is to really create the content, or at least come up with some of the ideas, because they're the ones that have the in-depth knowledge about their topic. They're the subject matter experts. And then the VA can help you distribute that. So they can help you create all the graphics, edit your videos, schedule all your content, and do some of the engagement as well. Some people still like to do some engaging themselves, but there's still a lot that you can get your VA to help you with as well. So you can spend time working with your clients and running the business rather than kind of.
Love that. And how do we all fit in? So Jade is really perfect for if you need the strategy, because I think the thing is, like I said, if you just hire the VA and you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to get the result, and your VA will also just feel like they don't know how to help you. So Jade will help with the strategy, but if you also don't want to deal with the VA and you just want like done for you, that's what you do, right? But for us with Outsourcing Angel, where we help is like, you know what you want, you've got the strategy, and you just need the resource. You just want someone to just follow the exact strategy or the exact steps. Do you want to add anything else?
No, so we can work with helping train your VA so they can execute it for you. Or like Lynn said, we can do everything. So we work with the clients however you like.
There you go. Well, connect with Jade. We've got her details in the description below. We've got a lot of free downloadables as well, so do check us out. But thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button. And we'll see you again next time.
Thank you. Bye.